Hello, and welcome back to class.
Thank you. Nice to have you
This
again.
is Yes, it's good to have you again. You are definitely taking advantage of your time here. Good.
Yes, we are very precise. We are very accurate persons as engineers. Today,
Yes.
I heard it today, twice
Oh.
today. Yeah, I'm always on time.
Well, that's good. That's good. That's great. It's great to be punctual.
Yeah, but it's stressful sometimes, to everything to be on time. Everything must be in that order. It sometimes makes people stressful. That kind of
Yeah.
discipline, you know.
Mhm. Yeah, that's true. Sometimes people do get stressed when they have to work. They have to think a lot about being on time, but I think it's good. Sometimes for some people it comes naturally, and for other people it doesn't come quite so natural. They have to really work hard at being on time.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, very good. Let me also just welcome all the other viewers. Okay, hello everyone. So for those of you who are just joining us, it's time for us to go ahead and start our lesson. So when you are ready, come on into the Hangout and we'll go ahead and get started. Okay, good. All right, so in the meantime, let's chat a little bit. Let's see. Okay, so owner, I'd like you to tell me, so today you've had a marathon English day. So how do you keep everything organized in your mind? All of the things that you've learned today, how do you keep it all together and organized?
Well, I always take some notes. So in order to memorize, I sometimes regularly take a look at notes. Uh, and naturally, I never forgot anything when, when any important thing actually.
Mm-hmm.
So naturally, I am well organized person.
Okay. So
And
you make notes and you're also a well-organized person.
yeah, yeah, I never
Okay.
forget small things, even small things.
Okay. Wow, that's great to have a very good memory.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's
very
stressful.
good. It's stressful too. Yeah, I think that means, you always have something on your mind if you're trying to remember everything.
Yeah,
Yes.
sometimes when I speak with my wife,
Mm-hmm.
she look at me and says, "Öner, what's in your mind? You again think about something. You are speaking with me, but so it's busy and stressful."
Yeah, so it has its pros and its cons, we can say.
Mhm.
Good. Yeah, good. Okay, excellent job. Well, let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and welcome Renata. Hello, Renata. How are you doing today?
Hello, I'm good today.
Good. It's great to hear that you're doing good today. Now, I do see a different picture. Tell us a little bit about your picture.
Oh, it's a logo. I have a small company of dog treats,
Mm-hmm.
and this picture is a logo.
Oh, so it's the logo for your dog treat company?
Sorry, can you repeat the question?
Sure. It's the logo for your dog treat business?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Good. Right. Did you design it?
No, 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 no. I'm a dog cook designer, but I'm not designer.
I'm sorry, say that again. You're a dog.
I'm cooking. I'm
Ah,
cook the cooks.
mm-hmm.
And
Wow.
yeah, yes. I
So
So,
have
you
I I have a kitchen to cook the treats, and that is what I do for live.
so you cook for ducks, right? You have a restaurant for ducks, right?
Yes, I don't have a restaurant for dogs. I just made treats, and I sell in pet shops.
okay, so how do you come up with the different flavors for your dog treats?
Oh, I try some recipes, and I pick these recipes on the books
Mm-hmm.
because yes, especially in the USA, you have a lot of books about this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we have lots of recipe books. You're right about that. Lots of recipe
Ye-
books.
Yes.
Okay, okay, that's good. You know, my mom and I were just discussing that the other day because she bought some treats for the dog, and the flavor is basil and peanut butter and basil.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah, I usually to put peanut butter in my treats. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and some fresh herbs too. Oh, sorry, my dog is barking now. Sorry for the noise.
That's okay. I think he wants a treat. Okay, good. Now that's interesting. I think Renata is the first dog food chef, we'll say, dog food chef that I've met. Interesting. Okay. All
I have
right.
just I have
Uh-huh.
just look at his her pardon profile, Google
Mm-hmm.
profile. There are many
Mm-hmm.
pictures. There are many cooking pictures. It's really interesting. You should take a look. I advise you.
Yeah, I'll do that. I'll definitely take a look at that. Yeah. Yeah, so that's another benefit of coming to class. That way you get to meet other students from around the world who are very interesting as well. Okay, very good. Okay, and let's also welcome Alejandro. Welcome back, Alejandro. How are you?
Hello, teacher. I'm fine.
Good, good. All right, good. Well, we're going to go ahead and get our lesson started. And for those of you who are listening in and would like to join us, please come on into the Hangout, and we'd love to have you here in the class. Okay. So, as you read in the description, for this hour, we're going to talk about conjunctions. Okay? And so, we're going to talk about those words that join parts of our sentences. Okay, those joining words are called our conjunctions. All right, now let's see if we can come up with a few conjunctions. I'd like you to tell me which conjunctions you can think of. Okay, all right, so just right offhand, Alejandro, can you think of any conjunctions? What conjunctions can you think of?
Okay. For example, mm, although.
Okay, good. Although, wow, that's a good example. Any other ones that you can think of?
But
Mm-hmm. Good. But any others?
and
Mm-hmm.
Even though, in spite of, despite, uh, however, um, additionally,
Mm-hmm.
mm,
Good. Got a nice list here.
eventually, finally, a lot of.
Therefore.
No, that's good. We have some really good examples. All right, now let's talk about how to use the ones that we have here, the ones that you have given me. Okay, let's start with although. Now, can anyone explain to me when I might use the word although? When could I use that conjunction although?
Mhm.
When you build two sentences with contrast meaning, pardon, you can use although. Let me give you an example. Although I worked very hard during this semester, I have failed to exam. Let's say.
Okay. All right, very good. That's a very good example. All right, let's try a different one. Alejandro, I think you mentioned although. What example can you think of that uses although?
For example, um, I am poor, although happy.
Okay, so although I am poor, I am happy. Okay, so you can start your sentence with although. Good. So although I am poor, I am happy. Good.
It's correct.
Yep, that's right. Although I am poor, I am happy. Okay, I think lots of people could say that. All right. Renata, can you think of a different example using although?
Although I left this house, I miss the place.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm just going to type that. So, okay, so repeat your sentence again, Renata.
Although I left that house, I miss it. I'm missing this place. I will miss this place.
Okay.
It's not correct.
Now let's take a look at it. When you use although, okay, you're going to use it to talk about something that is unusual or surprising.
Oh.
Okay. So, like here, in Alejandro's example, although I am poor, I'm happy. I think people assume or feel that if you're poor, you're not happy. Okay, so it's surprising or it's interesting that you're still happy.
Okay.
Although it was raining, we swam all day. We swam, let's say. Is it okay?
Okay, so you said although it was raining, we swam all day. We swam all day. Yep, because that's unusual. That's true. Very good. Now let's talk about a different way to say these same sentences. Okay, so do you always have to say although? Is there another conjunction that means the same? Okay, I'm going to answer that for you. Yes, there is. Yes, there is. Okay, so, you want to try it?
However is similar to although, I guess.
I'm sorry, say that again?
However conjunction is similar to although, I guess. Is it right?
It's similar, but let's try it. It's similar, but tell me if you think this fits. However I am poor, I'm happy. Okay, how does that sound to you? Does it sound good, or are you thinking maybe not? What do you think?
Well, I'm not sure. When I translate it to Turkish, it's meaningful.
It's like it's meaningful. Okay. Let me give you another option. Okay. Now we couldn't use however in that case, and we'll talk about however in just a moment. Okay. Let's try this one. Even though. It's a combination. Even though. Okay, so let's turn it around. Okay, so let's say I'm happy even though I'm poor.
So there is a surprising sentences, right?
Yeah, it gives you a surprise in the sentence as well. Something is happening that's unusual.
All right.
Okay, let's see. Let's take one of the other ones. Okay, so in your sentence, you said, I'm sorry, I failed the exam although I studied. Okay, let's try it with that one. Okay, so let's start with even though. Even though I studied.
Mm-hmm.
And though I studied for the exam, I failed. I failed it. Okay. Now, it has a slightly different construction in the sentence and location, but that means the same thing. Even though I studied for the exam, I failed it. Okay. There's your surprising or unusual element. Okay. Or even though it was raining, we swam all day. Okay. So even though it gives you the sense of despite the fact that. So maybe I could say, for example, even though, but let me give you some words, and I'd like you to organize it in the sentence for me. Okay, we're going to use even though. Okay, we're also going to use expensive, even though expensive tickets, and I bought them. Okay, all right, so here are the words that need to go, some of the words that need to go in the sentence. Okay, let's see, let's say hello to Victor. Hello, Victor, how are you doing today?
Hi, I'm great, thank you.
Good.
And you?
You're welcome, and I'm doing pretty good. I'm doing good, thanks. All right. I'm sorry?
Glad to see you again.
Oh, yes, it's good to see you again as well. Thanks for joining us. All right, guys, so here are some of the words we need in the sentence. Okay, we need to use even though, expensive tickets, I bought them. Okay, can anyone put the sentence together for me?
Let me answer.
Okay, go ahead, Victor.
I bought them expensive tickets. I should use even though.
Yep, you should use even though.
Even though.
Okay, now remember that even though has a surprising or unusual element.
Even though I bought them tickets expensive. Is it correct? I don't know.
Okay, so you said even though I bought the tickets.
Oh, so I checked my microphone.
I'm sorry.
Now better.
Okay.
Even though I bought them expensive ticket.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I did. So even though I bought the expensive tickets. Okay.
I have one. Even though I'm not feeling good today, I had to work.
Okay. All right.
Oh, I didn't understand the task.
Yeah,
yes.
you understood. You understood. So I'm sorry. I'm gonna hold Renatus and come right back to that one just so that we can finish the sentence. Okay. So even though. Okay. So let's say I bought the tickets. I bought the tickets even though they were expensive. Okay, there we go.
Oh,
I bought the tickets even though they were expensive.
Yes.
Or you could say the tickets. Okay, yeah, let's leave it at that. Okay, so I bought the tickets even though they were expensive. Okay, all right. And Renata, your sentence, tell me again. I went to work.
Okay. Even though I'm not feeling good today, I had to work.
I went to work. Yes, I'm just typing. Good, good. So even though I'm not feeling good today, I went to work. Okay, and I would also add at the end of that sentence, I went to work anyway. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You don't necessarily have to put it there, but it just adds a little bit of emphasis. So even though I'm not feeling good today, I went to work. Mm-hmm. All right, and I think a lot of times we do that. Yes, very good, very good. Okay, now in your sentence, again, just so that you can see that you have options, you could have said, I went to work, although I'm not feeling well. Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay, just give me 1 second, I'm just typing. Mm-hmm. I can't type, although I'm not feeling well. Okay, yes, beautiful. Okay, let's see. Let's welcome Lola to class. Lola, how are you doing today?
Yeah, hello. I'm not Lola. This is my sister. I'm
Okay.
with another account.
Okay. So what's your name?
My name is Angel.
Can you type that in the chat box for me? I'm good.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Angel. Okay. Yes, I've learned not to.
In the chat.
I'm not sure with certain names, so good. So Angel, good, good. So welcome to class, Angel. Okay, very good.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Good. And Joao just joined us. Joao, how are you today?
I'm fine, thank you. And you?
I'm doing good today, Joao. Good. Great to have you here in class. All right, guys, so we're talking about conjunctions, all right? Let's back up. Okay, now you told me some of the conjunctions that you know. Let's start with some of the easier ones, and then we'll work our way up to some of the more challenging ones. All right, let's talk about and. Okay, now I think most of you have experience using and, so this should be a pretty easy one. Okay, so Angel, can you give me a sentence using the word and, where I have to use and?
I write it, or only I say you?
You can tell me.
Okay, tell you. Okay. For example, today was an beautiful day.
Okay, so today was, I believe you said today was a warm and beautiful day. Okay, so today was a warm and beautiful day. Okay, yeah, that's good. Okay, so that combines two sentences. Okay, so I could say today was warm, and I could also say today was a beautiful day. Now, if I use a conjunction, I can put those two sentences together. Okay, so today was a warm and beautiful day. Okay, yeah, that's good. That's good. All right, Alejandro, can you give me another sentence where I use the conjunction and?
Okay. My house has a big park and a lot of trees.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so my house has a big park.
Yes.
Okay, all right. So, wow, you have a big house if it has a park. Maybe, I'm not sure if you mean a garden.
Oh,
but
okay.
Mm-hmm.
That is better, yes. My house has a big garden and a lot of trees.
A big garden and a lot of trees. Okay, yeah, that's good. A big garden and a lot of trees. Nice job. Excellent job. Okay, all right. Okay, let's see. Owner, how about we go back to you, Owner? Owner, can you tell me a different sentence using and?
Using what?
And.
And, okay. Lola and Engel are brothers and sisters.
Good, you're listening.
Everybody
That's
knows that.
good. Yes, we know that now. Good. So Lola and Angel are brother and sister. Good. Good job.
We are two people in one. We are together.
Yes.
Yeah, I wrote something in the chat box, Engel. Instead of Lola's Gmail, if you open Internet Explorer with your Gmail account, then you would not introduce yourself as Lola's brother because we will see your name in the.
Yes. I know. What my problem is that I paid yet with her account.
He's like, I'll just use it hers. Okay, well, good. Well, then if he had not come in, then we wouldn't know that he is Lola's brother. So, okay. Okay, let's talk about something that that shows contrast, okay, that shows something different, okay? Let's talk about but, okay? So I could say, I like to play soccer, but not in the winter time. Okay, so I'm going to type that sentence here. I like to play soccer in the summertime, but not in the winter time. Okay, so those are two opposite ideas, playing soccer in the summertime and playing soccer in the winter time. Okay, so that shows a contrast, or what we call the opposite. All right, now let's try to think of examples. All right, so I'd like everybody to think of an example where you use the word but. Think of an example. All right, Joelle, let's have you go first. What example comes to mind? Think of something where you can say but.
I like to dive, but do not have time.
Ah, good. I like to dive, but I don't have time. Mm-hmm. Good. So I like to dive, but I don't have time. Okay, good, good. Okay, good. All right, so I like to dive, but I don't have time. That's a great example. Thank you, Joelle. All right, good. Let's have Renata. Renata, can you give me a different example?
Okay. Not only is he handsome, but he's also brilliant.
Okay, not only is he handsome, but now that sounds like a great combination. He's handsome and brilliant. All right, but it's also a funny sentence because it assumes that, well, it doesn't assume, but it may suggest that handsome men are not brilliant. Because you're showing a contrasting idea. But actually here, you're just adding emphasis to his brilliance and handsomeness. I like that combination. Thank you. Okay, very good. All right, so, okay, I'm sorry, you guys are having a different conversation. Okay, so let's go ahead. Let's have, let's see, let's ask Alejandro. Alejandro, can you give us an example using but?
Okay. I like to work, but I am very lazy.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I'm very lazy. Okay, yep, that doesn't seem to go together, so that's why you're going to use but. Excellent job. Okay, that's right. So if you said, I like to work and I'm very lazy, that doesn't seem to make sense. Those two don't go together. You're not adding additional information on, so that's why you can't use and here. Good, very good. Okay, let's try a different one. Okay, let's try or. Okay, now you're going to use or if there's an alternative or a choice. Okay? All right, so think of a situation where you might give someone an alternative or a choice. All right, Palacio, can you think of a sentence using the word or? Palacio, I can't quite hear you. Can you check your microphone for me? Okay, I think Palacio may not be able to. Palacio, you can go ahead and write your sentence in the chat box if you're able to do that. All right? Okay, good. Let me ask Owner. Owner, can you tell me a sentence using or?
All right. Today tomorrow I will tomorrow I am going to I'm going for swimming or running, let's say.
Okay. All right, so tomorrow you said I'm going to Okay, so here it is. So tomorrow I'm going to I'm either going to run or to swim.
Yeah.
Good. So you're either going to run or you're going to swim. There are two options. Okay? All right, good. So let's give a different example. Okay? What do you want for dinner? Okay? So let's say that's the question, and we need two choices. Okay? Renata, what two choices could you give if you were making dinner for someone and you wanted to know what they wanted to eat? What two choices could you give?
I don't know. Would you like to have a chicken burger or pasta? Don't know.
Okay, so chicken burger or pasta. Okay, yeah, those are two good options, chicken burgers or pasta. Okay, all right, and let's see. I'm sorry, Angel, I almost called you Lola again. Sorry. Okay.
It's going to happen to me every August.
Yes.
Because I paid yet, so I can't change the count.
It's okay. It's okay. I'm having a lot of fun with it. Okay, so let's talk about breakfast, Angel. Okay, what do you want? What do you want for breakfast? Okay, what two options could you give me for breakfast?
Maybe I don't know, coffee or chocolate.
Okay, all right. So you could say, do you want coffee or hot chocolate? Now, do you drink your chocolate hot or do you drink it cold?
Cold.
Okay, so is it in milk or is it in water? The chocolate. Do you make it with milk or do you make it with water?
With milk.
Okay, so then this is how you would say that. Okay, so do you want coffee or chocolate milk?
Chocolate milk. Okay.
Chocolate milk. Yeah, that's kind of how we say that. Yeah. Okay, good. So do you want coffee or chocolate milk? Now, what's your preference? Angel, do you prefer coffee or do you prefer chocolate milk?
Yeah, I prefer I prefer chocolate milk.
So chocolate milk. All right. Now, Owner has something interesting that he's telling us. He says that for breakfast, he would either like beer or whiskey. Owner.
I'm not light drinker anymore.
I'm not a light drinker. Owner. Oh dear. Okay. Now, if you were in a restaurant, if you were at a restaurant, you may be asked that. Okay, so you could say the waitress may ask you, "Would you like beer or whiskey?" Or she may ask you different types of beer, and you have to make a choice. Yeah, very good. So when you have to make a choice of two things, then you use the word or. Okay, so I want you to tell me what the difference is. Okay. 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 I'm just going to type a sentence. Okay. All right. Now, so what if I was offering you breakfast, okay? And these are the two things that I have to offer, okay? So let's take a look at this sentence because it's interesting. It includes and also or. Okay? All right. Now let's see. How do you understand this sentence? This question, I mean. Okay? Let's see. Joao, how do you understand this sentence? What does this question mean? Read the question and tell me what you think it means.
Okay. Do you want pancakes and bacon or cereal and fruit?
Okay. What am I offering you for breakfast?
In my breakfast, I prefer cereal and fruit.
Okay. So there are two groups of things. So if I have two different groups, okay, so the first group I have pancakes and bacon. So that's why I use and, because you could have both of those things, pancakes and bacon. In the other group, I'm saying that you can have cereal and fruit. Okay? So when you make the choice, you choose one group of things or another group of things. Okay? Let's make sure we understand that. Okay? Can you think of a different example? Okay? So, Joao, offer me one group of something or another group of something. Okay. Oh no, he lost connection. That must have been a really hard question. Oh no.
He got shocked and he.
I know.
It was a very difficult question.
Yes. So this is what Joao was saying. Ask me an easy question, or I'm leaving.
If he doesn't know what to answer, he's log out and. It's easier. It's easier.
It's easier that way. Okay. Okay. Renata. Renata, are you still there?
Yes, I'm here.
No, okay. All right. Okay, Renata, don't leave. Okay. So we said that you can give options in groups. Okay, so I'd like you to tell me two options.
Two options of breakfast or another thing?
You can make it something different. It doesn't have to be breakfast.
Okay. Do you like to go a party and a rock concert, or you prefer to go to a movie?
Ah, that's good. Okay, so do you prefer to go to a party and a rock concert? Well, that's a busy night. Party and a rock concert, or a movie. Okay. All right. Yeah. Okay. So the two groups are a party and a rock concert, or to a movie. Okay. I'm going to ask Owner. Owner, if Renata asked you that question, what is your answer?
may I see the list again?
Oh, okay. I'm
What are you
sorry. It's
requiring?
it's in the Verbaling chat, but let me put it in the other one for you. Okay, there you go.
Do you prefer to go to a party or a rock concert or to a movie?
Okay, I'm sorry. Make sure read that again, owner. Make sure that you read it correctly.
Do you prefer to go to a party and a rock concert or to a movie? All right. I prefer to go. It depends on my mood, actually. I prefer to go rock concert, I guess.
Okay, now make sure to check the question again. Okay, remember that Renata used and. Okay, so she says, do you prefer to go to a party and a rock concert, or
a package?
It's a package deal. It's a package.
All right. I don't say no to party if it's before rock concert. Okay.
Okay, very good. So you said I'm not going to say no to a rock concert. Okay, very good. Okay, so you can see, okay, we just reviewed and briefly. So if you want a package, two things, you use and. If you want to show something else, then you use or. Okay, good. Excellent job. Okay, let's move on and talk about something else. Let's talk about so. Okay, let's talk about so. And I'm going to put in the chat box here just when you use so. Okay, now this conjunction so is used, as you can see here in the chat, it's used to indicate effect. Okay, it's for effect. And when you're talking about a result or a consequence, okay, so let me give you an example. Okay, I love music, so I went to the music festival, or I went to the jazz festival. Let's say it that way. I went to the jazz festival. Okay, so as a result of my love for music, I went to a jazz festival. Okay, so take a look at my sentence. I didn't put it in the other chat. Sorry, guys. 1 second. Very good. So I love music, so I went to, let me spell that right. I love music, so I went to a jazz festival. Very good. Oh, thank you, owner. Good. All right. Okay, beautiful job. Now let's have you try it. Okay, so remember, you're talking about a consequence of something, okay, or a result of something. So let's give it a try, okay? Okay, let's see. Let's have, Angel, how about you give us an example of so, a sentence using so.
Yeah, for example, I was working this day during 8 hours. So I'm a little bit tired.
So I'm just typing. I'm a little bit tired. Yeah, that's understandable. Good. So I was working for 8 hours today, so I'm a little bit tired. Okay, so as a result of you working 8 hours today, you're tired. Good. All right. Alejandro, can you think of another example using so?
Okay. He lost his papers, so he goes to his house.
Okay, so he lost his papers, So he had to go back home.
Okay.
Okay, or you could also say he lost his papers, so he had to return home. Okay, so those are two options that you could use. Good, very good. Now, speaking of losing papers, that actually happened to me once. Okay, so I didn't have my passport, so I couldn't leave the country. Okay, so there's a different way that you can use so. I didn't have my passport. As a result, I couldn't leave the country. Now that would be a tragic situation if you needed to leave and you couldn't because you lost your papers. Good. Renata, your turn.
Okay. I'm starving now, so let's eat something.
Okay, so let's make sure that this fits the definition. Okay, so remember we said that I'm saying so a lot. Okay, so remember that so shows the result or the consequence of something. So I'm studying now, so let's eat something. So are you saying that we should all start eating now?
Yes, I'm starving and it's better to eat something. It's not correct?
Okay, it seems as though that you should eat something later, because if you're studying right now, then you may not be able to eat at the same time. Okay, so
Okay.
so good. So maybe you could say, I'm studying now, so
No. Oh, no. I'm starving.
oh,
Not studying.
starving.
Yeah, sorry.
I'm so sorry. I was really trying to make that work, Renata. Okay. So I wanted to work with you on that one. Okay, so I'm starving, so let's eat. Oh, now that makes perfect sense. All right, so
Okay. Sorry, my pronunciation.
no, you know, I have a funny story. Who are my Spanish speakers here? Who speaks Spanish? Okay, so nobody speaks Spanish. Angel, do you speak Spanish? Good. And Alejandro, you speak Spanish. Anyone else? Honor, do you speak Spanish?
Un poquito.
Okay. Okay, so here's my funny story about pronunciation. Okay, so you know that I live in Costa Rica, and Spanish is not my first language. So I said to my neighbor one day, I'm going to make pancakes. So I'm going to make pancakes. And so my neighbor said, well, what are you going to put in your pancakes? And I said that I'm going to add I'm going to add arena, eggs, milk, sugar, and butter. Okay, now if you're talking about making pancakes, you don't make pancakes with arena. Right. Okay, so here are the two words. Arena is sand, and harina is flour. So for the longest time, I was making my pancakes with sand and not flour. Okay, so yeah, that pronunciation is
horrible pancakes.
Horrible pancakes. What do you mean, Angel? You don't put arena in your pancakes? Come on.
I'll try it.
No, don't try. Okay. All right, so that's my funny story about my pronunciation faux pas. Okay, very good. Thanks, Renata. That's a great sentence. I'm starving, so let's eat. Okay, very good. Okay, guys, let's see. Let me check the chats. Let's see. I'm on vacation, so I can find available time for studying English. Okay, good. I'm sorry. Let's see. Palacio. Okay, let's see. What's your first? Okay, Palacio, try your microphone again. I'm not sure that I can hear you. Gladys. Okay, Gladys. No, I'm sorry. I still can't hear you. All right, guys. I want to take a look at a sentence that Owner put in the chat. He says, Owner, can you read your sentence for us?
Sure. I am on vacation, so I can't find available time for studying English.
Okay, good. Okay, so yes, grammatically that's correct. Okay. Now, I want you to remember just a couple of things. Okay, when you, and I know you're probably just typing fast, but when you use I in a sentence, okay, and it's a pronoun, it's always capitalized. Okay, so, okay, I am on. Now, are you on vacation or are you on vacation?
Hello, hello, hello.
Yes, we can hear you. We can hear you now. Hello.
Hello, Carissa. Oh, no.
Oh, it's beautiful to hear your voice now. Great.
Just finished the class. Sorry. But I listen you all time.
Okay, good, good. Well, I'm glad you're able to listen. It's good to hear.
Especially pancakes.
Okay, good. So,
sorry, the next class.
Yeah, no problem, no problem. That happens. It happens. Don't worry.
Okay, sorry.
Good. So good. So Owner, let's go back to your sentence. You said, I'm on vacation, so I can find available time for studying English. So it's for studying English. Okay, so here's your adjusted sentence in the chat box. That was a great sentence, Owner. And that's exactly what you're doing. I like how you're applying it to your own situation, to your own life. Very good. Excellent job. Okay, guys, let's just review the few conjunctions that we talked about. When we want to talk about or add information, which conjunction do we use? If we're going to add information, which conjunction do we use?
Additionally.
Okay, but of the ones that we talked about, do we use and, so, but?
Because, maybe.
Or?
And. Who said and? That's right. Okay, so I could say, do you want eggs and bacon? Okay. All right, so that's good. So and, when you're talking about two different things, but you're adding them together, you're putting them together, you want to just say and. That's right. Now, what if I'm giving you options? If I give you two options, which conjunction do you use?
Or.
That's right, or. Okay. Okay, so I could say, do you want the black one? I'm sorry, do you want the red one or the blue one? Okay, good. The red one or the blue one. Okay, now what if I wanted to add, or if I wanted to say something that was unusual or different, which conjunction do I use?
Although.
Although. Good. Okay. Now, do you remember the sentence that we used for although? What was it? What was the sentence that we used earlier? I'll give you a hint. Scroll up. I'm going to type it in the chat box again. There it is in the one. Okay, there's one. And here's the other in the other chat box. So although it was raining, we swam all day. Okay, so usually when it rains, people don't swim. Okay, so this is something a little bit unusual. So that's why you use although. Although it was raining, we swam all day. That we used for although? What was it? What was the sentence that we used earlier? I'll give you a hint. Scroll up. I'm going to type it in the chat box again. There it is in the one. Okay, there's one. And here's the other chat box. Although it was raining, What's happening all day? Okay, so usually when it rains, people don't swim. Okay, so this is something a little bit unusual. So that's why you use although. Although it was raining, we swam all day. That we used for although? What was it? What was the sentence that we used earlier? Okay, I'm not sure who that is. I'm going to type it in the chat box again. Who's the microphone? There's one. Okay, there's one. Okay. All right, that was so odd.
Lola, I guess.
Okay. Okay, very good. I don't think I've ever had that happen before. That was really odd.
Lola, I will say it twice. I will say it twice, Lola. You should close your YouTube.
Oh, that's what that is. Okay. Okay. Okay, very good. Okay. Well, guys, that's actually going to finish up our class today. Okay, so thanks for coming into class once again. Thanks for your participation, and keep practicing using your conjunctions. We'll have to have a conjunctions part 2 because there are lots more conjunctions that we could practice and talk about. All right, have a great evening or day, everyone, and I'll look out for you in one of my future classes. Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, Teresa. Thank you.
Bye-bye. You're welcome.